Hey everyone! Ready to up your English game? Let's dive right into phrasal verbs that will not only boost your vocabulary but also make you sound more like a pro. Let's get started with up. Clear up. When you clear up, you make a place tidy and clean, especially by putting things where they belong. Imagine your room after a tornado of clothes, books, and snacks. You finally decide it's time to clear up. I cleared up my room yesterday, and now I can finally see the floor again. It's like finding buried treasure. Tidy up. This one is all about making a room or a group of things tidy by putting things in the correct place. Before our guests arrive, we should tidy up the living room. It currently looks like a toy store exploded in there. Or, I need to tidy up my desk before I can start working. I can't find anything. Show up. Ever had a friend who was always late to the party? When they finally arrive, you can say they showed up. I didn't think John would show up for the meeting, but he did right at the last minute.
Now let's not slow down. Next up is down. Chop down. When you chop something down, especially a tree, you cut through it so it falls. We had to chop down the old tree in the yard before it fell on the house. Or, the lumberjack chopped down the tree with just a few swings of his axe. Weigh down. This phrase is perfect for when you're carrying too much, both literally and figuratively. The heavy bags were weighing me down as I walked home. Or, all this stress is really weighing me down lately. Note down. When you write something on paper or an electronic device, you note it down. I quickly noted down the key points from the meeting. Or, make sure to note down the address before you forget it. And now let's go to over. Go over. When you review or discuss something in detail, you go over it. Let's go over the plan one more time before the presentation. Or, I need to go over my notes before the exam. Handover. This means to give something to someone else. She handed over the keys to her new apartment. Or, I had to hand over the project to my colleague because I was too busy. Stay over. When you spend the night somewhere other than your home, you stay over. We stayed over at a friend's house after the party. Or, why don't you stay over instead of driving home so late? Now we're looking at for. Go for. When you try to achieve something, you go for it. I'm going to go for that promotion at work. Or, she decided to go for the gold medal in the competition. Root for. Show support for someone. I'll be rooting for you in the finals. Or, we always root for our home team, no matter what. Be dying for. When you want something very much, especially food or drink. I'm dying for a slice of pizza after this long day. Or, he was dying for a glass of water after running the marathon. And let's look at with. Deal with. When you handle a situation or subject, you deal with it. I had to deal with a lot of paperwork today. Or, his new book deals with the complexities of human relationships. Put up with. If you tolerate something unpleasant, you put up with it. I don't know how you put up with the noise from the construction site. Or, she put up with his bad habits for years before saying something. Stick with. When you continue doing something despite difficulties, you stick with it. I'm going to stick with this exercise routine no matter what. Or, if you stick with learning these phrasal verbs, you'll be speaking like a native in no time.
Just like that, we're moving on to out. Leave out. If you've ever been left out of a group or an event, you know it's no fun. This phrase means to not include someone or something. They left me out of the group chat, no wonder I didn't get the memo. Or, don't leave out any important details in your report. Wear out. This one is perfect for your favorite pair of jeans that you've worn to death. It means to use something so much that it becomes damaged. My shoes are so worn out that I can feel every pebble on the ground. Or, I've worn out this shirt, but I just can't bring myself to throw it away. Sort out, to arrange things that were untidy or to resolve a problem. I finally sorted out my closet, and now I have room for more clothes. Or, we need to sort out this issue before it becomes a bigger problem. Alright, let's keep this energy going with off. Head off. When you're ready to start a journey or leave a place, you head off. We headed off early to avoid the traffic. It was the best decision ever. Or, I'm going to head off now, it's been a long day. Slip off. This is what you do when you leave a place quietly without anyone noticing. She slipped off during the party and nobody realized until hours later. Or, I'll just slip off before the meeting ends, I have another appointment. Break off. Sometimes conversations take a sudden pause. That's when you break off. He suddenly broke off in the middle of his sentence and looked out the window. What was he thinking? Or, they broke off the negotiations after reaching an impasse. We've been through a lot today, haven't we? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. See you in the next video.